This nigga's still running. That's what I'm saying. He's all the way back at the cottage, just sipping some tea, bro. Like, I'm already here. What took y'all so long? He ran until he couldn't run no more. This is where the Jedis come out and start talking to him. It's okay, my child.
In this moment, I feel like I want to hug Richter. Like, I feel like you want me to suck you off? Like,
do you want me to suck your dick? I'll do it. I'll do it. Anything for my best bro.
It's still a lot to deal with, you know?
It's deeper than I thought. I've only tried this a couple of times before.
I'll just say, what are you gonna do? Take the iron in the blood?
Ouch! And it's only worked once.
What the fuck?
I can only do it on flesh wounds. I've been trying to teach myself bones, but...
That's actually pretty cool. What the hell?
She intends to keep the head.
I shudder to imagine what she's planning to do with it.
I'll tell her I'll find the Belmont boy and bring back his head.
She could put it on a platter next to the marquise.
Mum? Are you crying?
I had to tell you about your dad.
When I first came to Moshkul 17 years ago, I had nothing. The townspeople were suspicious of me, a foreigner. But I've never forgotten how much compassion they showed me at the Abbey.
Richter! What are you doing?
Damn, she is just in a mood of dying.
Annette, now's not the time. You're upset.
I'm not upset. I'm furious.
I am too.
Yeah, but you gotta keep that anger in check, right?
To devise a new plan for the sun to rise for Richter.
I don't have time to wait for
Her
Richter.
anger.
Edouard doesn't have time. He's in
When it
chains.
comes to Richter, his fear.
While he's not free. When he helped to free me.
Olrox and Drolta are very powerful vampires.
Her complacency. Or really denial, not necessarily complacency.
Maria, you're in my way.
I'll only move if you tell me you're not going back to the Abbey tonight.
Fine.
Or the chateau.
Or the chateau. I won't go inside.
Annette!
If you're going to spy on them, be sure to keep out of sight. If Richter was
Do
here...
you need to wait for Richter before you do everything? He ran away.
Try to forgive him. Olrox is the vampire who killed his mother.
We all have nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
The first time a slave runs away, they're branded with this mark on their shoulder. When I was a girl, I was taught to be frightened of people on our plantation with this mark on their body. The people with this mark, they're the people who know intimately how much freedom can cost.
Mm-hmm.
They wear it every day. So I do too.
Okay, you didn't have to do that, alright?
Let my past terrify me. I'd never be free of it.
Yeah, so she's like, she's not going to understand that sort of plight that Richter's going through, even though they both had their mothers die in front of them. But the thing is that she moved forward, right? She went and she fought and she tried to kill the slave master. While on the other hand, Richter, he froze up. So she's not going to have the same sort of sympathies. Like, nigga, I faced the same thing you faced. Like, and even more in a worse situation. Like, I was a slave, so...
Striking terror in the hearts of children, I see.
I prefer my blood blue.
I'm talking about the Belmont boy.
Oh, him.
Trying to go for the royals, huh?
We're taking care of him. Maybe you do things differently in the new world. But over
He's
here,
like,
we
bitch,
don't
stop
feed
touching
the
me.
wealthy. The locals will start to grumble.
Yeah, he like the royals, blue bloods.
The sun will rise soon. Shouldn't you get back to the chateau?
Where are you staying?
There's an inn on the other side. It's good. Quiet.
Private?
Okay.
The instant the sun comes up, some quality in the air changes.
We all feel it. It's dread. For a few hours, we're free of it. Imagine total freedom, never shrinking from light.
So this is what she was talking about before. Yeah, sunlight's my enemy, but temporarily, right?
When that abbey in this town is in ruins, will we still be lurking in the shadows? Looking for feeble loyalties amongst the mortals where we hope we may find them. Let's make a new world, Aurochs.
You see, that's another one I've heard before.
And let's make it last.
He's on his own shit.
Run!
Wow. She already gets to face him.
Last time I saw you, you were with that mulatto boy.
Mulatto boy. You got hemmed up like that? Oh no, what are you doing? No! Damn, she hit him with the cross and everything.
I haven't forgotten the way you cower before the Christian God.
Oh, wow.
That smell? Burning flesh. You should know it well.
Oh, the sun's coming up.
I know what your nightmares are made of.
I'm not the one in the cage.
Exactly. He can't get out.
I'm sure you wake up some mornings with the smell of burnt sugar in the back of your throat and forget you ever left. That's because you're not free where it matters.
You're the one with the brand on your forehead. Ursabet Battery.
You're not fit to say her name. How long were you a slave? 15 years? More? Born in chains to a woman in chains.
She gonna step to the side.
Some people
let that shit go.
Backwards and forwards, and all they see are slaves.
What's that got to do with Ursabet?
Exactly.
Ursabet is a goddess. She drank the blood of Sekhmet.
The Egyptian goddess.
Yes. Sekhmet is the daughter of Ra, a lioness.
So is that how they're gonna conquer the sun?
Ursabet is coming with all of Sekhmet's power to restore all things.
What does that mean?
It means you can kill me, but Ursabet will never be defeated.
Step to the side. He really just gave the info and shit. Yeah, this is gonna do this. But it's like, you know, his loyalty.
The darkness. It always does. This is the natural
She cold.
order.
She's cold. That's why I was like, she can't relate to him, because from the jump, like as soon as it came push come to shove, she got the fuck out. like she literally Nat Turner, my nigga. And then Richter is still a slave to all those things. Even though the guy did speak some truth into that, you know what I mean? You still have some stuff weighing on you.
Oh, sweetheart. Everyone wants to be liberty. Or maybe she could be equality. Or fraternity.
You have to be a man to be fraternity. It means brotherhood.
Oh, suits you. Want to join us?
You don't need me.
We'll need someone to fight for us. And you look as if you have some fight in you.
She wants to give it up so bad. I'm a fraud. I can't do this.
Maybe I'm tired of fighting.
It's gonna be the old man. Yep, knew it.
Terra.
I knew it was gonna be him.
I only came to talk. Please.
That's my child in there, woman.
Are you hurt?
Literally same eye color.
Cornerstones I built my life on are being toppled.
Maybe it's time they were toppled.
Of course, that sounds romantic. Like everything you revolutionaries tout, 200 priests were massacred in Verdun. It won't be long before priests are exiled or put under the guillotine. There is talk of melting down church bells to make cannonballs. The barbarians are at the gate.
He kind of spitting.
I'm building an army.
And fighting on the wrong side.
I'm making the alliances I have to for now. And the sacrifice.
Yeah, in order to usurp them.
How many times Does the entire course of history come down to the choice of just one man? Constantine, Charlemagne, me.
He has to do the dirty work, essentially.
You're not doing this for the sake of the church. You're doing this for the sake of your own vanity.
I've often thought about Judas, traitor, turn goat. But what would have happened if he hadn't done what he did? Was the whole world saved because of one man's betrayal?
That is an interesting thing, right?
I wish I never met you.
I die for all your sins. Like,
we wouldn't have.
What if he didn't do that? Oh, you just found this out? Oh shit, I let it out.
You said my father was dead. To protect you.
I promise you, Tara, I will keep her safe.
I mean, you say that, but this whole Messiah loves kids. Like,
if you can pay me in dishwashing, you'd have a deal.
You better start busting them dishes real quick, bro.
But the man over there says put it on his tab.
First off, you stepped away for 2 seconds.
Wow. You know what they say about a free dinner?
You gotta suck a old dick. Not joking.
Didn't ask for any favors.
Where the fuck is the old man? Oh, fuck, another one.
He's like, ah, god damn it. He took it already from you? He took it from you already. Ah, I'm the OG. I'm about to show you something. Light work. He really showed up on some bullshit. You say you was gonna kill me last time you came over here. Well, I did.
If you can pay for your meals and carpentry.
Give me that.
You should have taken better care of him. I forgot how heavy that thing is.
Hey! Who are you?
Aren't you supposed to be clever?
What?
That's what Julia always said.
Who are you?
I'm your grandpappy.
Juste.
Juste who?
Juste Belmont. Your grandfather.
Oh, there you go. I'm not gonna lie, the progression of the show is a little bit funny at the end of the day. All right. But good to see it. Of course, Slave Master gone. She did what she did. She had to do it. Why am I acting like it was tough or some shit like that? Yeah, knock them heads loose. Of course, he's probably going to try to learn some humility at this point in time, right? Get him geared up to actually go in for the good fight because he was severely lacking. And he leads a grandpappy at this point in time, which I was wondering. I thought that Cypher but I don't know the timeline at this point in time, right? They're in the 1700s or whatever, or about to be into the 1800s. But the thing is that when was Trevor and his girl, like, and Alucard and them? When was that all about? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Why is the grandpa show up here? You know what? Never mind. The vampires. So Rick's gonna get his ass kicked essentially to actually come into this, right? So that's pretty good. Grandpa's there on the scene and everything to kind of wax him up. Of course, Slave Master dead. Maria finding out, oh no, that's your dad, Maria. What? I would have never known. Just like, I don't know, same eye color and shit, even the way that he talks to you. It's kind of a little bit obvious, but hey, I give it to you under that perspective. But either way, we're going to be getting into the next episode. So let's go. Oh, she just got a hairstyle change. All right, look at her flexing. I love the highlights with their eye color too. Is that the Messiah? She drank the blood of a god. Daughter of one of these. Daughter of Thra.
Welcome to France, Your Magnificence.
My sister the moon burns brightly tonight. Soon we will force our father, Amun-Ra, down on his knees to grovel in the mud for mercy.
Okay.
Will be no fucking mercy. Cut off his head and suck out his brains and spit them into the dust.
All right.
Soon there will be only darkness. And terror will be all they know.
Daddy issues over here.
I'm so thirsty, Trota.
I mean, we got some slaves over here. In a cage. Who are they serving up? Oh, never mind. The chick that she got some blood from.
Daughter of a revolutionary deputy. I'm told he begged for his own life rather than hers.
Wow. Please, take my daughter, not me. Wow, thanks, Dad.
I'm so bored of empty terror. This is much, much sweeter. Despair.
She's one of those, you gotta make them suffer and it makes the meat taste better. Yeah, the worse you treat them, the worse and the more pain that they feel, it makes the meat so tender. Like, alright. Alright, psychopath, alright.
Where the fuck have you been all my life? I thought you were dead.
I'm gonna kill Terra. We had a fucking deal. She promised not to tell you where to find me.
What are you talking about?
You mean she didn't tell you?
No, nigga, you were getting drunk at a bar this entire time?
In answer to your question, where have I been all your life? I've been here, keeping an eye on you.
You mean you've been watching me? Secretly?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it sounds a bit creepy. I thought it was for the best.
You didn't want me to know I had an actual fucking grandfather living a few miles away.
No, I didn't. You might expect things from me. Advice, encouragement, birthday presents.
Well, he needs all that shit.
My mother said you were dead. She said she went to the New World because there was no one else. And there were vampires there she had to fight. Like Olrox.
He's just been living in this quiet little cabin. It speaks more volumes to episode 1, right? Where he was just like, hey, well, I'm feeling like getting a drink, right? But he never went in, but he would have met him a long time ago.
You're not supposed to hide in a hut. And you're not supposed to kill vampires for money.
I was a hero. Once. The whip was mine then, of course. But I had other powers. One of our ancestors 300 years ago was a great sorceress.
Oh, it was 300 years ago.
I was the most powerful magician the Belmont line ever produced. Barely needed the whip.
Guess what he has problems with? Magic.
Go outside. I'll bring you coffee. I think I've got another cup.
Fucking house flies off. Getting the fuck out of here. No.
I had a wife. Your grandmother, Liddy. And a friend, too, if you can believe that. A vampire killed them both. I held her in my arms, pleading with her to come back to me. And across the hall, Maxim, my friend, butchered, all because of me. The magic left me. I had nothing.
You lost your daughter too. Or have you forgotten that part? Your daughter who went to America to fight evil alone.
Evil will always win, Richter.
God damn, bro.
And you can kill this or that devil.
But they keep coming back.
But there'll always be more.
Yeah.
More and worse.
Damn, life really broke him down. Never mind. You both needed kicking ass. Where's that Trevor instinct? Oh, fuck it. Like... Doesn't even know how to console him. I mean, he really didn't need to hear that whole pessimistic shit. Hey, look, bro, whatever you do, they just gonna keep coming, man. Like, doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Like, goddamn, bro. Is this her channeling with, like, the gods or whatever? Oh, meeting up with her.
The Belmont boy turned out to be useless as fuck.
Everyone starts by running away, Annette.
That is completely different. How can you possibly compare that? This vampire messiah, she's older still.
Your power is old too, Annette.
If these are my ancestors, Cecile, they're just a babble. Noise. They were no match for some ancient Egyptian devil god.
They're only a babble. because you're not
Yeah,
listening.
exactly. That's the first thing I thought. You gotta listen to them. What are they saying?
Everything about you by being born a slave. Of course you were. It's the source of your fury, but it's not the source of your power.
And this goes into what he was talking about, right? That's why I'm like, the vampire, the slave master dude, I'm like, he was actually kind of spitting towards her. They all have their own problems. I wanted to give some clarification to my statement, not that he is right about slavery, but that he is right about Annette being slave to her experience and her emotions over it. It's something that in her mind moved her forward, and it did, but it also kept her back, stuck in the ways of the past, and also closed off from the world. That's why she has such a disconnect, not only with the cast, but also with her own ancestors.
They like to tell you, these petty devils like the Comte de Vaublanc, that slavery is just the way of the world. It's what people do. The petty devils. It serves them if we believe it. But humanity didn't enter this world dragging armies of slaves. Learn to hear your ancestors. There is light in this darkness.
He's still making his mixtapes. What if this is gonna give them like their sense of humanity back? Like, what the fuck? Damn, they can hear it from there?
Mournful that day, when from the dust shall rise guilty men to be judged. He's threatening you.
Why was the Belmont boy so afraid of you?
I've lived a long time, but I've only really loved once. He was from a little town in Massachusetts, but he wasn't a colonist. He was proud to be Mohican.
Mohican? Oh, okay.
He burned with such passion about the world, about how the people could win this thing called freedom. Even people like him, people whose land had been stolen, I mean. Like mine was.
He's an Aztec.
Then Julia Belmont killed him.
Because he was a vampire. And you did that to him. Did you even ask permission?
I was in love with him. I wanted him to be with me.
Yeah, forever.
And is that what you have planned for me?
Of course not, Ms. Rack. I'm not in love with you.
I'm just hitting it from the back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, is he like channeling their humanity to some extent?
I remember being out in the woods.
Oh, that's Old Boy from episode 1.
My name was Jacques.
This is like Hunter x Hunter right now. You know what? I used to be a whole different person. Like, my memories are coming back. Like, hey, this is just like Hunter.
Do they know?
Of course not.
Ashamed to tell them, are you? I mean, you're a priest, so you're supposed to keep it in your pants. But everyone knows most priests don't.
They are dishonorable priests.
Though fathering a few brats here and there doesn't count for much compared to summoning devils from hell.
I know, right?
Join me. God moves through me, Maria. I implore you. Please, don't stand in God's way.
A savior is here!
And there goes the Messiah. One thing she likes is girls, especially the young kids, bro.
Long ago, when I was still human, I watched men wade ashore from ships and slaughter my people. They said they were doing it for their god.
Yeah, they were.
But in the end, it was only her.
Trying to get to him. All three of them are lost. You know what I mean? Three, I mean her, Maria, also Richter.
And in this prison,
and even them.
Down here in the dark.
Identity issues.
Standing guard over me. Do you accept it now as your fate?
No.
Yeah, this is like a whole identity issue going on here with everybody in here.
Julia's death? Was it quick?
No, not really. She was looking right at me when she died. I saw it in her eyes. The actual moment where it ended.
She was proud, your mother. She said she didn't need me. But of course, I should have gone with her anyway. I was a terrible father. But well, the most important thing is to face the truth about yourself.
Mm-hmm. They all gotta find themselves, right? To understand who they are, where they fit in. That's what the whole episode is about. About Bat. Well, that's right, they were rolling up on them, right? She's fucking axe gun, bro. Damn. He really tried to block that. Damn, they got the old man?
The Belmont clan, soon to be extinct. What? Are you going to beg for his life? The little girl who isn't your sister, but is almost your sister. The speaker woman who isn't your mother, but has been like a mother to you. And the black girl, wherever the fuck she's from. Not a lot of point begging to me, though, because it won't be me that kills them.
Is he gonna start using magic?
The gift of the Devourer of Lights. If they're lucky, she'll turn them.
You should have kept that whip on you, bro. Is he finally gonna start using some magic? You gotta break that limiter, bro. You've been keeping yourself back this entire time. God, that gives me goosebumps right there. Not gonna lie, like what the fuck? He's finally unleashed. In the form of a cross, too. Hey. Nah, he not fucking with him now. Nice. Blocked it with the ice, came with the fire. Okay. Ooh, okay. They trying to go off with him.
There's something you forgot about Belmonts. Stupid of me. I'd forgotten it too.
I like the way he uses just ice to block like that. Where'd all that cool shit go, man?
Fuck it.
All right. Thumbnail. God damn. He finally turned up.
I can do magic again.
I noticed. How did it happen?
I don't know.
Had to confront myself.
Because I had to.
Yep.
I have to live.
Mm-hmm.
There are people I love. Pity it didn't work like that for you. I'm much younger than you. That's probably all it is.
Yes, that's probably all it is.
Not gonna lie, like I said about the progression of this, super fast. The progression of this is super fast sometimes. They could just be doing shit. You're like, oh shit, all right, they fucking cold with it. Appreciative of it though. Finally, Richter unlocks his potential, right? He finally lets go, which this whole thing is just identity, what they need to do to kind of focus on themselves or knowing themselves further. Him having to face, you know, his mother's death and everything. Just, I think you know, what is the old man here for? I think it's just more or less to kind of pass down, not necessarily knowledge that he has, but just experience in a way of how he's felt or what's pushed him into a certain area and made him feel a certain way that kept him contained within such a small space that he couldn't necessarily free himself from, which is, you know, him not necessarily having his magic going into this, him not, you know, Richter not wanting to see another one of his loved ones die or people part of his family, thinking about those that he cares about within his life and finally taking a step forward with that. So really appreciative of it, got goosebumps by it. Him finally turning up, because we already knew that he had magic in the first place. It just, you know, it needs to click in his head. That turmoil he had was just an issue. Interesting to get Oryx, like his whole backstory and stuff, how he loved the dude, you know, he loved the Mohican, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know, enthralled with that person. At the same time, turns him into the vampire, then they are essentially killed by Richter's mom. But it was good questions though. It's like, yeah, you wanted to share that love for, you know, however long, but at the same time, it was detrimental to the person that you didn't love. So it's an interesting notion when it comes to that right there.